What's up, you guys? It's Simone, aka Money Mo here, and I know it's been a minute, but we're back. We're back, and we're gonna go real quick. I'm not gonna go deep into the clubhouse rules, but the one rule I am gonna say is we do not tolerate the hate of women's sports, and if you do that, you are out the chat, out the clubhouse. You're out all of that. All right. And a couple of shout outs. I want to give a shout out to Tina Charles, 200 career double doubles. Let's give another shout out to Angel Reese in 2 seasons, 46 double doubles. And let's give another shout out. Rakia Jackson hit her 1000th point mark, okay? And is the first one in that 2024 class to hit 1000 points. Let's shout out to those ladies right there. And you guys, I had to keep it short and simple because right now we are in our playoff push. You guys, what do you mean by play? Simone, what do you mean by playoff push? What I mean is that from it started August 28th, it will end September 11th. The games that are on between that time frame will determine the last spots for the playoffs. As we know right now, we only have about 3 teams that have truly clinched, and those 3 teams, the Atlanta Dream, the Phoenix Mercury, and the Minnesota Lynx. Those are the 3 teams that we know have clinched so far. And I like this time of year because it's really good basketball. And if you're a player, if you were a basketball player at one point and are just a competitor in general, you guys know how that end of the season push is. Everybody's tired. Some people are playing hurt, and you're going to do whatever you have to do for your team to make it to that next season, which is postseason. Okay. Um, And honestly, in my opinion, a lot of teams are playing good basketball, right? They're playing really good basketball. But there's one thing between good basketball and great basketball. And two teams are playing really great basketball right now. And if you're like, Simone, who is playing really great basketball? I could tell you right now. Um, they're both from the West. And it's the Las Vegas Aces and the Phoenix Mercury. They're playing great basketball right now. And I kind of want to talk about Phoenix first because I had the chance to go to the Sparks game Tuesday when the Sparks matched up against the Phoenix Mercury. I had to go to that game because as many years of me watching the W, I've been watching it since what, 2000. I've never seen Alyssa Thomas play in a WNBA jersey. Orsa too. Had to go see what that was like. And let me tell y'all something. It was really like that. I witnessed history. Alyssa Thomas dropped her 7th triple double of the season. Satu was hooping. Okay. Them two. Kalia Copper, that is the three-headed snake for the Phoenix Mercury. And then the energy in general, it was pretty good for it to be a Tuesday game, in my opinion. I noticed like with a lot of Sparks games, the weekend games, the games towards the end of the week are the more higher energy. But it was still a great atmosphere. Like I feel like if you're a ball player and you just know that feeling of being in a space where it's a bunch of great athletes competing, it was a beautiful space. But Phoenix right now they're playing really great basketball, and their Coach Nate, he's a offensive minded genius. And if you look at them on paper, like they have nice size, but when they matched up against the Sparks, they were kind of the smaller team, and they still found a way to defend the Sparks, um, disrupting disrupting the ball, tons of ball pressure, um, just really disrupting them and following their game plan. And there were some points where it looked like a mismatch, but like Phoenix plays with so much heart and so much grit and toughness on defense that doesn't really matter. And then you have Alyssa Thomas who controls the game. She's a facilitator. Like there are moments when she runs that point and she's doing a dribble handoff, or she's passing and cutting away, or she might just drive to the basket and Try to take a charge you want to, try to body if you want to, you're gonna be bodying up with a brick wall. And like, let's go back to her facilitating. She finds her teammates. Finds her teammates. I believe that game she had like either tw- like her triple double was something like the numbers may not be spot on, but something like 17 points, 13 rebounds, 12 assists. Like that's crazy. Like if you sit here and think about that, do you know how spot on you have to know where your teammates are or just have a concept of basketball IQ? Your point guard can never. Your point guard can never. Okay. And then Kalia Copper, she just has finesse, speed, change of pace out there, made my sparks look like cones. Made my sparks look like cones. But she's just great like that, and like been a fan of hers since she was at Rutgers, or the Big 10 days. Okay, and so two, that was my first time seeing her in person, and I see why they call her the unicorn. S- Every bit of 6'4", super versatile, speed and agility of a guard. Okay. And then they also got a couple of shooters that Whitcomb was hooping. She was the basket was I'm trying to think of the basket was the size of a yoga ball for her. Like she was shooting them threes. But I feel like any team that matches up against Phoenix in the playoffs should be worried. And if I were them, the game plan would be centered around Alyssa Thomas. That's just my opinion. But we're gonna still keep it in the West, but instead of going to Arizona, let's go to Nevada. Las Vegas Aces. If you guys y'all know this is Flick's team, you know he runs that stance account. But listen, y'all, they won 12 games in a row. They were 12 and 0. 12 and 0. Becky was like, get it together. Becky was like, if y'all want to be in the playoffs, get it together. Asia said some things in interviews and the rest of the team follows suit. But you know what I like that they did? And I feel like they probably had to have a check your ego at the door moment. Have Drew Lloyd come off the bench. And I feel like with Drew Lloyd coming off the bench, they're better. They're better. Okay. And yeah, whatever they're doing is working. But I just wanna I gotta clear my throat for this one because I want y'all to hear me loud and clear. Um In them 12 wins in a row, I just want to read y'all Asia Wilson stats, okay? In that 12-0 run they had, with that 12-0 BTA they had, Asia Wilson was averaging 27.8. So let's say 28 points, 11.8 rebounds. So that's 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.4 blocks. Flicks got the belt. I wish I could show y'all. That leather belt, BTA, belt ass. Yeah. And you know what? I was saying this. The MVP ladder is real short now. I started off with 5. We got to go to 3. The flick still got this, but I wish y'all could see on the other side. The belt is killing me. If I had my camera, this will be a gif. This will be the gif of the week. But look, it's 3 people on my MVP ladder now, and it's Navisha Collier, Alyssa Thomas, and Asia Wilson. I feel like Sabrina Ionescu is out for injury. Alicia Gray, she she did what she was supposed to. She did her biggest one, but these 3 right now, I can't. I can't argue it. And I think this was probably the only time where I feel bad for the people that vote for the MVP. Because if it was me, I'm flipping a quarter. I'm flipping a quarter because the people that are in that race, you can't go wrong. But honestly, I would honestly like to see Alyssa Thomas win it because triple doubles, I don't think people have the concept of how hard it is just to get a double double. She's getting a triple double. Okay? Let's put that in our let's get that in our heads. Let's get that in our heads. And this is the type of person that's valuable to her team and she makes her team better. Mark it here. Flick, zoom in on me. Zoom. Can we have the zoom? Zoom in. Give me the thumbs up. Don't get too close now. Don't get too close, but zoom in on me. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know we good. Alyssa Thomas for MVP. That's it. Alyssa Thomas for MVP this season. Regular season MVP. They got to give it to her. 7 triple doubles this season and counting. The season's not over yet. It's already she already got 7. She already got 7, but you know what? I'm gonna just let y'all have it because it's a lot of new fans in here. A lot of y'all don't really know basketball like that. If I don't I can't. It's not really nothing for me to tell y'all. But like I said, Alyssa Thomas for MVP this season. Final answer. But like I said, these games are very important for you guys to watch and tune in. Okay? Very important. And we have 3 teams that clinch. Here's who I think is going to clinch next. I think the New York Liberty is going to clinch next. And if you guys ask Simone, why you think that? Because Breonna Stewart's back. Honestly, I feel like they were losing a lot of games because they had players that were hurt, and Breonna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu out at the same time. But Stewie's back. I think the Liberty's going to be the next team to clinch. But like we said, you guys, thanks you for tapping in with us. This is the playoff push episode. You guys, watch the games all the way until September 11th. Playoffs will start Sunday, September 14th. And the beauty of it is, all the games will be on national television, either ESPN or ABC. Be sure to check that out. And if you made it all the way to this video, make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share it to all the W fans, all that. And I'm wearing this shirt until my ladies get paid. Yes. And all the guys in the chat are wearing it too because I sent them the link. But yes, you guys, enjoy this playoff push. We will see you guys before the playoffs. We're out.